Good afternoon. The feds handed UNM a 37-page letter today saying the university needs to do a better job. The Department of Justice says that UNM is doing a poor job dealing with cases of sexual assault and sexual harassment, and they say the students are the ones suffering. News 13's Marissa Lucero is live at UNM with more on this report and the university's response. Marissa?
Dean, UNM says they haven't had time to look through the entire report, but say they feel it doesn't paint an accurate picture of the university and the way students here feel.
The Department of Justice is bashing UNM for the way it handles cases of sexual assault and harassment on campus. More specifically, how the university responds to students who ask for help.
What we found with our investigation is that these victims are being re-victimized by the system itself.
New Mexico U.S. Attorney Damon Martinez says they worked with victims who had claimed they had been sexually assaulted, harassed, or stalked on campus. Through interviews, they concluded that, quote, UNM's focus was not about condemning sexual assault, but blaming women for putting themselves in dangerous situations. They also noted cases where UNM failed to collect key pieces of evidence and that it takes the university more than 3 weeks to start an investigation after receiving a complaint. But UNM disagrees with some of its findings.
When you get into these cases and both sides have lawyers and then there are other issues involved, it becomes very hard to move these cases in a timely manner. So what they're not recognizing is the complexity.
UNM President Bob Frank says the university's main problem with the report is the lack of facts and a small sampling of students.
Everything they did was anecdotal. They don't have any standards of comparison.
Some students we spoke to say UNM has to do a better job of making them feel comfortable to report incidents.
I really don't trust UNM police to handle these situations because why would they keep happening?
That's an important way also to keep their privacy and to make them feel safe to go and talk to the police or whoever or any organization on campus.
The Justice Department says although the university has made improvements, it still has a way to go.
The university is an atmosphere where you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to learn and be free of fear. And what we found was our daughters, our sisters, are going there, and some of them unfortunately encounter situations that put them in fear.
Now, the university says before this report came out, they were already making changes to the ways they handle sexual assault and harassment cases, including the new low boat respect. Back to you, Dean.
All right, Marissa, thank you. That report also listed a number of ways that UNM can improve policies and procedures. This all comes a day after 2 UNM football players and a CNM student announced they are suing the university. Rape charges against players Saquon Edwards and Crusoe Gongbe and CNM student Ryan Ruff were dismissed in 2014. A UNM student told police the men raped her inside a BMW. Their attorney is filing a lawsuit against UNM and its police department, saying police assumed the 3 black men were guilty, then failed to interview witnesses or obtain evidence that would have cleared them. Their attorney claims that since the investigation, the men have been turned down for jobs. A spokesperson for UNM says the university has not seen the lawsuit, but it stands behind its police department.